Okay, these are composite functions. They gave me two functions. They gave me u of x is equal to x minus 3, and they gave me w of x, which is negative 4x minus 5. Now, when they write w with a little circle and then a u of 2, that's the same as saying w parentheses u parentheses 2. It's just two different notations. I like this notation better, so if you don't mind, I'm going to use it. And you start in the big parentheses first and calculate u of 2. I'm going to use the u function first, which is this one I highlighted in yellow, except everywhere there's an x, you're going to put a 2, because it says u of x equals x minus 3. So if it says u of 2, that is going to be, if you've got the x here and the x is there, u of 2 is going to be 2 minus 3. And then of course 2 minus 3 is just a negative 1. So now I need to calculate w of negative 1, which means I'm moving to the orange function. W of x equals negative 4 times x minus 5. So wherever there's an x, you're going to plug in whatever number they tell you. And they're telling me to plug in negative 1. So this is going to equal negative 4 times x. X, in this case, w of x, w of negative 1. I'm going to stick the negative 1 right there. And now I'm just going to do order of operations. A negative 4 times a negative 1 is a positive 4. And then 4 minus 5 is negative 1. That's my final answer. That's what's going to go right here in this first empty box. But then they give me a second one. The second one is u of w of 2. U of w of 2. So this time I've got the w function inside the big parentheses, so I'm going to start with that. So this is going to equal u of, and remember the w function is negative 4 times whatever your x is. In this case, our x is this 2 minus 5. So it's going to be negative 4 times 2 minus 5. And I'll just do order of operations again. You multiply before you subtract. So negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. And then I'll take negative 8 minus 5. And negative 8 minus 5 is a negative 13. And now I'm on to the u function. They want u of negative 13, so I'm back to this one again. So whatever x is, it's just going to be x minus 3. My x is a negative 13, so this is going to be negative 13 minus 3. And negative 13 minus 3 is negative 16. And that's my answer that goes right here. And there's other ways you can do this. Sometimes you do all the algebra and then just plug in the number 2 once and do the order of operations. But I liked plugging in the 2 first, getting the answer for the first function, then plugging that number into the second function. It works. And I hope that makes sense to you.